Hello, 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 everyone. My name is Solo. My pronouns are he, him, his. And today I'll be talking to you guys about a little something called digital literacy. Now, what is digital literacy, you may ask? Well, it sounds kind of complicated, but it's a really pretty simple term. And it essentially just means knowing more about your computers and the software on your computers and the internet, so you can better use those programs and, just overall have a better time on your computers. Now, these are pretty straightforward tips. In fact, you guys may know some of them already, or all of them already, if you're already really smart on your computer. But hopefully, some of the things that I talk about today are helpful to y'all. And also, I'm recording my keyboard down in the bottom right here, so if you're confused on how I'm doing any of these things, if like it's not really making sense what I'm talking about, you can just follow along with my keyboard down there if that helps. And also, feel free to stop by our office hours if you want to ask more questions about anything I talk about, or if you're confused or kind of just want to chat. Our tutoring office hours are on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. So yeah, stop by, and I'll be there on Thursdays if you have a question specifically about this topic. Now, you may ask, why do I have this blank presentation with nothing prepared? Well, it's not because I'm a slacker. It's actually because I wanted to start off by talking about Google Drive and the numerous things that you can do with this service. Now, I'm sure most of you guys are familiar with it already, and the different things you can do on here, but for a quick review, Google Drive is similar to Microsoft Office in that there's various different types of files that you can create, different documents here. So you have your Google Docs, which is kind of just Word documents, if you need to type essays and such. You have Google Slides, which is PowerPoint presentations, like I just showed. Google Sheets, which is spreadsheet information. And then Google Forms, you probably won't use this one as much, but it's if you want to create a survey or something. Yeah, so back to the Google Slides. Now this presentation here looks pretty boring, so one thing that you can do to spice up your presentation, make it look a little bit better, I know they have preloaded layouts here on Google Slides. You can change the theme over here. I'm sure you guys knew this one already. These get old, right? Sometimes you just want to spice it up. So if you're interested in that, you can go to this website here, slidesgo.com, which is basically just a website that has free PowerPoint and Google Slides templates that you can choose to better fit the theme of your presentation. Now, these come in handy if you're just trying to make your presentation look nicer, and you can go to these different categories based on what your presentation is about. So let's say I'm doing a presentation on the healthcare system in hospitals. I go to this medical section, and you have all these fun presentation themes that I can choose. Some of them you do have to pay for, they're premium, but let's ignore those for now. Just click on this free one here. It looks pretty cool. This is about a vintage kind of like a vintage medical theme. And it's super simple from here. You just click on the one you want, and based on whether you're using PowerPoint or Google Slides, you click one of these buttons. For the purpose of our presentation here, I'm just going to click Google Slides. Oh, that's awkward. Alright, yeah, so we had some technical difficulties, but we're back. From here, you're just going to click the Google Slides button, and it will take you to this page. Say copy document, just hit make a copy. Sometimes it takes a bit to load. In the meantime, I will close this tab by hitting Control W. Here we go. It loads all these formatted slides. You'll notice once it loads that each one is different, comes with pre-made sections, different fonts, different graphics. Overall, just looks really good. So this is honestly, I think, one of the coolest things you can do with presentations, just to kind of set yours aside from everyone else's, get it to cut above. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I wanted to show with Google Slides. I can just delete this now. Go to move to trash, and then close that. Okay, real quick, I'm going to go over some organization tips now. So once you have all your presentations made and all these different files in your drive, they're going to get cluttered after a while. You're going to have so many of them. You don't want to have to scroll through them every single time that you want to access something. So this may seem like a pretty basic tip, but you're going to want to keep everything organized. So you'll notice that I have a bunch of folders here. So to do that, you're just going to hit new, just like you would to make a new document. You're going to hit folder, call it whatever you want. So I can call it life skills. Hit create. It'll make it here. And then you just double click on that. And within here, I could make my life skills presentation. So you just go in your folder, hit new, choose the file type you want to make, and I'll just call it life skills. And then it will appear in here. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so folders are crucial for organization. If I go back to my drive, you'll notice here they all are alphabetically ordered. You can also share these folders with other people. So if I find my life skills one, you just right click on it, you can hit share, and email it to whoever you need. So you can work on group projects together and stay organized. Now folders can extend past just Google Drive. You'll notice I also have some folders up here in Google Chrome. Now this tip might kind of just apply for Google Chrome, but I would strongly recommend getting that if you're using Safari or Firefox or whatever. I think it is the superior browser. But enough about that. You're going to want to keep your bookmarks and different websites that you're going to go to a lot also organized as well, because again, it just makes your life easier. So let's say I go to UCLA, right? Well, let's not say I do go to UCLA, but if I want to organize all my UCLA resources, and I have a bunch of different classes, and each class has like 5 different websites, I don't want to just go to Google Chrome and type in UCLA every single time to go to my classes, right? That would get old and it would take way too much time. So instead, just go to my, you got to go to the website first, I guess. But then you hit Control D. It's just a shortcut for bookmarking. So again, if you want to look at the keyboard down here, you would just hit Control D to bookmark this particular page. And then you're going to type in like season, like class, websites. And you can just put it on your bookmarks bar to begin. Just hit done. It'll appear here. So you can bookmark your individual pages. But if I have a bunch of them, like let's say I want to bookmark each of these websites, you can go to each one, bookmark them individually, and then also create a new folder. So to do that, you're just going to right click the bookmarks bar, hit add folder, title it classes, and save it under bookmarks bar here. It'll pop up. Then you can drag any bookmarks that you have into that folder, and voila, they'll appear there. Now, here's some examples of folders that I've already created. So you'll see this UCLA one has a couple websites, and then also, what's this? Some folders within a folder. So that's another thing that you can do. You can create a folder and then make more folders. I know this might sound a little repetitive and confusing, but this is just a better way to organize. Since this is about probably, I don't know, 30 websites, 20 websites total, I don't want to just have a big long list of 20 websites that extends all the way down here. So instead, I'll make my one folder, this UCLA one, and then within that, you can also add a folder to your folder. So let's say I want to add a folder to my classes folder here. So I'll do the same thing I did to make it. I'll right click the bookmarks bar, hit add folder, and I'll type in like math websites. And then, I did that incorrectly. Let me just do that again. So you're going to right click the bookmarks bar, sorry about that guys, and then hit new folder, type in math sites, and then when you choose which folder that you want to put it in, you'll select that one you just made, and then boom, it'll show up there. Then within that you can put in more websites, but just as an example. Alright, the last topic that I want to go over real quick is internet privacy and safety, just to overall improve your experience on the internet. So we're going to start off with blocking ads. I know this maybe is not the most fun, exciting topic, but I assure you it will make your time on the internet better. Some of y'all might already use this, but if you use like an ad blocker and you go on YouTube, those annoying ads that play before every video, it kind of just prevents those from happening. So This is the one I use called AdBlock Plus. It's completely free. You can download it, and it will also, um, yeah, it'll just block ads on websites of all different sorts. The next thing, antivirus and anti-malware softwares are very important to have on your computer, just in case you click on some sort of suspicious link or go to a website that may try to download like a virus or malware onto your computer, and those could lead to some nasty things. So you can just prevent it by getting one of these free softwares, because it's always better to be safe on the internet. And lastly, you could always use a VPN, which is a virtual private network. Um, Here, this is a list of the best free VPNs, just as another layer of privacy to what you're doing on the internet, kind of to protect your information while out there. All right, well, I hope you guys learned something, hopefully a thing or two during this presentation. Apologize for kind of rambling on for a bit, but this is some pretty interesting stuff for me, and hopefully for you guys too. And yeah, again, if anything was confusing or if you want to go over anything one-on-one, I will be in tutoring sessions on Thursdays from 6:30 to 7:30. Or if you just want to stop by and chat with us in general, our tutoring sessions are also on Tuesday, same time, 6:30. But thank you guys for watching, and hope you all have a good one. Bye-bye.